I was deep. I felt like I was like on a Westside Disney ride or something, you know, like, oh man. I basically gave my life story, and we turned this video kind of into like a Westside Alice in Chains song about my life, how like the struggles. I've gone up and down like the stock market. I'm excited to finally hear and share it with y'all, the story of it and the whole meaning of the prince.
In a backyard kingdom, not so different from your own, a prince of southern royalty was born for plastic stone.
Mobile.
Some would say
this little part right here is just me being free as a kid in the backyard. I didn't get to go to the course that much, you know. I only got to go once a week. Me and my little brother Blake got to play with them. But mainly the time he'd always tell me and Blake, look, y'all can come with us, but if you ever ask to home, you ain't coming back for a little bit. Being nice like the whole time about it too, though, because he had to run the tall, so he didn't want. But we never ever said we wanted to go. We just go run through holes together, run through holes. I would definitely say that would mean that I grew up in my father's footsteps because he ran events, tournaments, had the pro shop in my house, so I was just kind of born into this game.
He would say a little of both, and neither, and more. Like a fish out of water in a world of feet, tested by whispers.
When I was young, I played against all adults, and it was a different sport back then. It was a little hippie sport and more frisbee golf. So there weren't many kids out there playing disc golf, so I was one of the second generation of disc golfers, I guess.
Tempered by a desire only the king understood. And wounded by the darkness he so desperately tried to keep him from.
He kind of didn't want me going out there because a lot of people that played disc golf back then were getting off work, just trying to kind of escape from their problems, going to the course to, get away from the real world and go throw frisbees and have fun with their friends. Turned into my 20s, and then comes along temptation, willpower not being there, making bad decisions, losing my faith in myself in the game, losing the dream of wanting to be the disc golfer, which is what I wanted to be when I was a kid.
Always at the table, never closing the deal. The world on his shoulders, but no world's gold.
Boom.
Decades in the conversation,
that down south double clutch.
Enough to talk.
This is the easiest one, then I can keep this one simple too. This is just not making the breakthrough through worlds. I had a bunch of close chances.
For when the king did close his eyes, the prince was twice broken-hearted, having never brought the victor home, and reminded of the time he knew he squandered.
I think that's just about the hardships of life, addiction, just decisions. It comes at you fast. It happens. Oh wow, I felt that way before. I had no dreams. My dreams were done. COVID happened. Dad passed away. They canceled the tour. Just came real quick when they came to bust the tour back out at Preserve, which was Nico's, when Nico won the tournament. And the next day I was on the beach, not doing what I'm supposed to, wade fishing. I was on YouTube and noticed that there were 600,000 views and thousands of comments, and I was like, no. So when I saw that, it just blew my mind, because I'm all about numbers. People just like, hey, let me show you this video. I'll be like, how many views has it got? If it ain't got over 1 million, I don't want to watch it. 600,000 views impressed me. I never seen it. So then watched it, and then right then I knew. It took me like 6 months of transition, like about 6 months to put in time, saving money, making sure I was prepared, getting myself in shape, cleaning up, making decisions, looking the part.
There's nothing you can do to lose the love I have for you.
Let's go. Earlier on in the video, there's a part where the king says, there's nothing you can do. And I think that has a lot to do with, you know, the love between the father and the son. It's part of the friendship of like, in the part, you know, the love between the father and son is just acceptance, to be able to move on, to just knowing to just to be yourself and be happy and do what you love. But definitely had the breakthrough of, you know, knowing the fact that my dad does love me no matter what I finish. You know, my dad he just wanted me to have fun. So this part right here refers to, definitely, I don't know if y'all see this, but some Pantera references here, definitely the floods here. I hear the floods on the mandolin.
No David's Goliath, no prodigal son, frustrated at the reflection, and what the prince had and had not become.
I think this is just breaking the shell through the addictions, all the bad decisions, the close calls, letting it all go. Just seeing, like I was talking about, the time slip away, and you had to give it your all chance and let all that go, because this is all you got left and you need to push for it. Breaking through and then seeing the light to actually become an athlete, mainly, and try to become a chance and take one more chance, and knowing the chance wasn't gonna be many tournaments where I would have to be scarce and not having I knew I had to put up something quick to make it become a reality, honestly.
Run from a crashing wave to a rolling tide, but never losing the love of the crowd. They speak of their prince as though he's now king, and he walks among them, head held high and proud.
Down bad. Love it, dude. I was deep. I felt like I was like on a Westside Disney ride or something, you know, like, oh man, like, and going, you know. I think it just fully, you know, means to me that tell people out there that they still have a chance, and don't ever give up on your dreams. If you would have seen me 4 years ago, you would have never thought that this would be even possible, and even me, honestly. And it doesn't take long to just snap out of it, find your dream in your heart, and go with it, and know that life is hard, man, and, you know, it can easily be overcome by just finding passion and a reason to know that, you know, there ain't much time out there on life. You know, you only get a certain chance, and you got to use it to your advantage, and you don't want to have no regrets, too. So, you know, that's one of the big things that got me, too, is I didn't want to live with regrets later on, too. That's for sure. But just know that you got to be in there for yourself and keep going with your heart and your beliefs, because, you know, as Gene Simmons says, man, you only get one chance at this life, and you got to make the most out of it, you know? And that is very, very true. Thank you, everyone, for watching and going through this experience of my Westside world life. Want to stay ahead of the curve? Sidearm, backhand, maybe even thumber. Westside Prince. I hate thumbers.